Day 15. It's a nice day out today. I'm zigzagging across the street right here because I'm waiting for Ryan to catch up. So, yeah, today is a nice day. I'm not sure how much walking I'm going to be able to do because I've got something I've got to get done. I'm going to try and get some in though. I've got a car coming, so I don't want to look like an idiot walking back and forth while talking to a camera at that. Just got done having the one day a week I do get to have good food. So, yes, I had a hamburger and some french fries. Let's see. Got a shipment of parts in today for a customer. Set that all out on a table so that when he walks in with his son, that'll be the first thing he sees, and he'll be like, oh yeah. At least that's how I'd respond. Well, I imagine that's how his son will respond, since he had to save up his own money to build this system, and they spent about $2,000 building it, paying me a little bit too. So yeah, gonna be teaching them about computers tonight and helping them build their own system. I think Ryan's working on getting his dog. Last night I saw some fireflies. This is where I was trying to take the pictures or the video of the fireflies for you guys. It's right around here. I heard as it gets later into the summer, and over here, I heard that as it gets later into the summer, we'll actually be seeing fireflies all over the place around here. Some people call them lightning bugs. I call them fireflies. I find fireflies to be a fascinating creature. I do not know how they light their little butts up, but they do, and it's pretty cool. Today I'm going to try and see if our topic of conversation will be how me and Ryan actually first met and became friends. So that's the idea of the day. Still haven't had some time to sit down and listen to any Dale Carnegie or anything of that nature for the past few days. So I don't have anything I've learned, but I still do highly recommend it. Recommend Dale Carnegie and Dave Ramsey. Here comes Ryan with his dog. Hi, Ryan. Hi, Blizzard.
Hi there, neighbor.
Well, how you doing there, Pilgrim?
Doing mighty fine. How's Martha and the kids?
Martha's doing mighty fine herself. Kids are just out back playing.
Little Jamie's playing Little League, huh?
Yep. Anyways, today's conversation, I was just telling the people, was going to be, slow down, you're walking a bit ahead of me there, buddy.
Sorry.
Was going to be how you and me met and became friends.
Oh.
So why don't you tell us your story of how we met first?
Well, I was 17 or 16, I don't remember. And I was in foster care, and we did some bad things. And
We? Oh, you guys did?
Yeah, in foster, we did some bad things that were illegal. And our foster parent, our foster father, was letting us. So they shut our foster home down. They found drugs and stuff in there. And so I moved to a place called 8th Street, where they told me that I'll be transitioning out of foster care and that I'll be becoming like an adult and whatnot. So I stayed there, and that was the first time I didn't have to cook, or I didn't have someone else cooking my meals or looking after me. It was just me. And it's probably the first time like had like my own room in years. It was interesting. And
He's really pulling on that collar or that leash,
yeah,
isn't he?
I don't like it when he does that because he like chokes himself practically. But yeah, and I met Josh the first day I came there. He seemed like a pretty cool guy, but I was hanging out with people that he didn't really like because they're kind of losers.
Here, we'll be right back. All right, we're back. Sorry about that.
And I was hanging out with some people that were questionable to hang out with, and I would come in Josh's room, and Josh, to me, was always known as the cool guy that had all the cool computer stuff and the tech and the games and stuff. And I've always been a huge gamer since I was a kid. And I think the first thing he showed me on his computer was The Legend of Zelda beta. And we sat down and messed with that.
Oh yeah, that was the Ocarina of Time beta, huh?
Yeah. And I used to get like picked on when I was in there. Like there was a person that like picked on everybody, right? And he was a very good person. He's in jail right now, but he used to bang on my door and I couldn't sleep, so Josh would let me sleep on his floor at night because we're in like in a complex. And
those
how I started becoming better friends with Josh. And well, we started hanging out more later on when he moved from the complex and he started working at a puppy store under the table. And I was always excited to go to the puppy store because we got to play with the puppies and stuff. And
that was not a very fun job. I love the puppies and that's why I kept working there. But I barely ever got paid.
Yeah, they didn't treat the puppies very nice. We did our best to treat them better, but they weren't treated very nice. That place got shut down.
Yeah, that's where I got Kira, my dog that I had for a while, the English Bull Mastiff.
Yeah, Josh used to have a little dog for a while, a little puppy that was sick, and she had parvo, and Josh was nursing it back to health. But he couldn't have the dog, so he found a home for it instead.
Yeah, and in another apartment place that I moved at, they said I couldn't have her. So, right after I spent all the time getting her back to health and saving her from parvo, she ended up having to be given away, which was a bummer to me.
Yeah, but we had similar interests. So we just became better. We started hanging out more often, and then one day I had to move into someone's room, and I decided to move into Josh's because at that time, like more and more people started coming in because they were changing around the program, and everyone had to have roommates, which was lame.
Even the ones that weren't actually. All right, let me explain. This place that he's talking about was actually an apartment complex that was quads, and it was taken over by somebody else. And they forced everybody to have roommates or else they'd have to pay more. And so Ryan couldn't afford to pay more, and he was in a little program that they ran for independent living for young adults. And so I was willing to take him in as a roommate and save him money and save me money. So that's what I did. But go ahead. That's how we became roommates and started actually becoming good friends at that point. Of course, he had a habit of leaving stuff in the middle of the apartment.
Yeah.
And I accidentally ran into something and messed up my toe. It's been messed up ever since. And that was like, what, 5-6 years ago now?
See, I'm still kind of messy, but I was like way messier when I was younger. Because, I don't know, I was just lazy. But,
you've gotten a lot better, though. You've matured a teeny bit.
A teeny bit? After 6 years? That's hurtful.
Smashing his head.
And, I remember Josh, I met Josh, and I was like, he asked me what my favorite show was, my favorite sci-fi show, because Josh has always been into sci-fi, and I was like, my favorite show is Lex. And little did I know what Lex actually was.
Yes, I had to educate him about what Lex originally was. It was actually originally like a porn with a storyline, but it got popular enough that they made a TV show version of it. That's why if you pay attention to certain things in that TV show, you realize that they represent other things, and there's a lot of sexual innuendo in that show.
Josh,
I never found the show to be very good anyways.
He was just pointing at the ship, and I'm like, oh my god. Really? And I started just laughing. It was funny.
Try to keep the Lord's name out of it.
Okay, I apologize.
It's a family show, Ryan.
Not Christian.
I'm working on getting Ryan to curse less and talk more intelligently and break him of certain habits that he's had for a while. He's improving. But all right, continue.
My dog's gonna take a rest for a second. He's pretty tired.
Okay.
What else? Let's see. Then I went to the program started shutting down because there was a quarrel between two people that owned the building.
Mm-hmm.
And everybody started leaving, and I'm like, I want to leave, but I couldn't leave because I was underage, and I was kind of upset about it. But I ended up moving to a different house because of it, and at that house, I didn't get along with somebody, some loser, and I ended up getting kicked out because they brought this addict off the streets from the shelter, and I kind of was getting arguments a lot with them, and one day he decided to say, you don't have a home, get out. So I got kicked out without it. He didn't have any right to kick me out, which is surprising he got away with it. But,
he was actually in charge of the house, but he wasn't supposed to do that, make those kind of decisions on his own. But at the time, Ryan wasn't aware of that. So when they told him, you need to leave, he was under the impression he had to leave.
I was a little bit worried, but I was like, whatever. I have children's cabinet to help me out. Children's cabinet was something that helps kids that were in foster care. And I was sitting and waiting at the bus station, and I was pretending that I was waiting for a bus, but the truth be told, I was spending the night there until I can go talk to people at children's cabinet. And then Josh saw me, and he's like, hey, I work at this place. Why don't you come live with me for a while? And I was like, okay, and I'll convince the people that I work for to let you live here. And I was like, all right. And
yeah, I'm a nice guy.
So I stayed on the floor for a while, and we didn't have much food, and I would get pretty hungry, and unfortunately I had to eat things like 2-year-old Peeps and like really, really old sunflower seeds and stuff like that. And it was
yes, we were very short on money at the time.
Yeah.
And we didn't even know that food stamps existed.
Yeah.
So we struggled for about 6 months off of a big box of old Peeps. It was not, yeah. Surprisingly, I still like Peeps, just once in a great while. Like, I haven't had Peeps in like a year or 2 years. What are you doing, Blizzard? Continue, I'm sorry.
So, I started to notice that these people were people that Josh were working for were very good people. And Josh moved up to the ranch, and I was a little worried what was going on there because I didn't get to speak to him very often, and I decided to go up to the ranch too because
he missed his buddy, let's be honest.
I came to the ranch and kind of convinced Josh to come back, but he convinced me to stay there. And so we stayed there for a while, and then he convinced me to leave again. So yeah, he had to get the law and stuff involved, and they wouldn't let me leave.
Well, let me share that part. Okay.
Okay.
Mind if I share that part? Since it mostly involves me. Sure. All right. Now we're talking about the ranch. We already told you a little bit about what happened there. We were kind of trapped there for a long time. There wasn't much of a way out. We were
nowhere.
just forced to work. It was a job for me. It was my job, but I wasn't really getting paid the way I was supposed to. I was just being given a place to live, but the agreement was that I'd work for her company, and she'd pay me a certain amount of money. Didn't end up happening. There was a giant blow up between her and me. We had a big conflict. She was spying on me on my computer, and so she took it upon herself to trick me and Ryan out into leaving the ranch for a little bit to go shopping. And I knew something was up. I knew it. I called it. Here, I'll let Ryan tell that part.
I was like, Josh, quit being paranoid, bud. Quit being paranoid. And it's like, come on, you want to go on a ride to Walmart? Because they knew we like to go to Walmart. See, we were so deprived at the time that we wanted to go to Walmart because they promised that they would help us out if we went to the ranch and like take us places if we needed to go, because it's in the middle of nowhere and we had no car. We were like 30 miles from the nearest like actual city. And we got excited and we were like, yeah, we'll go to Walmart. Are you kidding me? We're finally going to go into civilization for a while. And we left there and we came back and they stole everything out of our rooms. Like, I decided to go down first and Josh got stopped and he was talking to. When I opened that room, there was nothing in that room almost.
The boss's son even stole a Butterfinger that I had sitting in a drawer.
They took things in there. See, what they said is they were taking our technology to protect their company, but
because I was talking to the boss's husband, which I happen to be friends with for a long time. I've known this guy since I was about 10 or 11 years old, and I was talking to him, telling him what was going on, because he was asking, because he was trying to start a divorce against her. And so I was sharing with him what was going on.
In full honesty.
And somehow she found out. I believe it's because one of the clients that was in the program that I was working for was spying on me and went up and told her.
This client's pretty weird too. Okay, well.
Can't talk about the client because that's HIPAA.
Yep. Well, anyways. Well, things were bad up there, and we didn't mind working. We were just really unappreciated.
All right. Well, we will come back tomorrow with part 2 of what happened with this blow up between the boss and me, and how it happened and what happened because of it, and then how we got out of there. That'll be for tomorrow, and we'll continue talking about up until how we got where we're at now. So, if you enjoyed this video, please do like, subscribe, thumbs up, leave a comment of encouragement, and just recognize that, share this video, because this is a new channel or a new series that we're doing. This is supposed to be something we're going to be doing every day for an indeterminate amount of time, but it certainly isn't going to be ending anytime soon. My inspiration for this was Shay Carl and the Shaytards and CTFXE. I know my channel isn't as entertaining as theirs, but I'm new, so I'm learning all this stuff as I go.
We're working on it.
Yeah, as you can see there, if you've watched from the first video to now, you've seen there's been lots of changes and improvements to the videos, and the quality of the videos, to how much we talk, the fact that there's an intro, that there's actually titles now instead of day 2 or day 3, there's a title with each video. So yeah, just recognize that this is a growing channel, and I would love to have you grow with us and experience what we've experienced, or just learn about what we've experienced and who we are, and pay attention to how we're evolving and becoming better people. That's what this is really about, is how me and Ryan are focusing on bettering ourselves. So once again, thumbs up, like, comment, give a comment of encouragement, share this video, and subscribe. And most of all though, make sure you have a good day. Bye. Say bye, buddy.
Bye. Blizzard says bye too.
Say bye, Blizz. Bye-bye.